friend. Welcome back to Caffeine and Clarity, the place where we come to breathe a little deeper, laugh at the messy middle, and tell the truth to ourselves with a whole lot of love. I'm Emre, and today's episode is called The Armor That Got Too Heavy. This one was sparked by a single line I heard on another podcast. It cracked something open in me, and I have a feeling it might tap something in you too. The guest said, "The things we adopt to survive when we're young become maladaptive when we get older." Let me repeat that. The things we adopt to survive when we're young become maladaptive when we get older. Right? When I heard that, it felt like black coffee. No cream, no sugar, just truth. I sat there, letting it burn a little on the way down, because immediately I thought about my survivor tool, being the defender, the protector, the one who would step in front of a train if it meant keeping someone else safe. When I was younger, that felt noble. Honestly, it gave me purpose. If someone couldn't or wouldn't speak up for themselves, my whole body went on alert. Like, I've got you, I'll fight for you. It made me feel brave, useful, like a warrior disguised in everyday clothes. And for a while, it worked. It gave me grit. It taught me to have a spine and a heart at the same time. I don't regret that girl. I'm proud of her, in fact. But here's what I didn't see until later. That same instinct also dragged me into battles I had no business fighting, and left me cleaning up messes I didn't make. And maybe you had your own version of your armor. Maybe it wasn't defending. Maybe it was fixing, or pleasing, or achieving, or keeping the peace. Maybe holding it all together with a smile was your armor. We all picked up something. And back then, it served us. It kept us safe. But somewhere along the way, that armor got heavier. I can't count how many times I leapt into someone else's conflict, convinced I was being loyal and strong, when really I was abandoning myself. I poured out energy for people who didn't ask for it or didn't value it, and some who quietly took advantage of it. Rescuer mode looks heroic from far away, but close up, it's exhausting, emotionally, physically, spiritually, like wearing armor that used to fit, but now pinches and bruises with every move. You keep it on because it once kept you safe. You don't notice the toll until you try to sleep and your chest won't unclench. Have you ever had that moment where the thing that once saved you is now suffocating you? For me, the clarity didn't arrive as a lightning bolt. It came slow, like fog lifting at sunrise. I started asking better questions, not the high drama ones, like, why do people do this to me? But softer, braver ones. who am I trying to save? And underneath that, what part of me still thinks she needs saving? That second question, oh boy, that's the one that tugged on the old knot in my chest. Because the truth is, the younger version of me wasn't wrong. She just didn't have all of the information yet. She thought love meant sacrifice. She thought good meant exhausted. She thought boundaries were for people who didn't care enough. And she was doing the best she could with what she knew. Maybe you've asked yourself something similar. Maybe you can feel the younger version of you still steering the wheel sometimes. The one who thinks love must be earned. The one who believes being good means being tired. So I stopped shaming her, the younger version. I thanked her. And then I told her, gently of course, we don't have to do it like that anymore. These days, I still care deeply. I still root for people with my whole heart. I still believe in stepping up when it's mine to carry. But now I pause and I ask, is this my battle? Or is this just an old role I'm reenacting because it feels familiar? Sometimes I still feel the cape fluttering, the armor calling my name. It's muscle memory. But here's the miracle. The pause is long enough to choose differently. And choosing differently feels like freedom. My nervous system is quieter. I get to be present in my own life instead of orbiting around other people's crisis. I recover faster. I laugh more. I have more to offer. Ironically, because I'm not offering from depletion. If this is touching something tender in you, you're not alone. Maybe there's a younger version of you still running the show in certain corners of your life. She's hustling for worth, negotiating for love, carrying more than her share. Because once upon a time, that's what kept her safe. Let's honor her. And then let's give her a softer job. And if you need a tiny reframe for today, try this. Maybe balance is a myth, but rhythm we can work with. Rhythm says there's a time to show up big and a time to step back. A time to lead and a time to let others lead themselves. You don't have to prove your goodness with exhaustion. Your goodness already is. Because here's the truth I keep circling back to. The people who truly love us don't need us armored up. They just need us. Real, present, human. So, if you've been carrying too much lately, if the straps of your armor are leaving marks, this is your reminder. You don't have to keep fighting to be seen. Thank you for sharing your very limited and valuable time with me today. I'm so glad we get to sit in these honest spaces together. And if this resonated, send it to a friend who always shows up in a shining armor. she might be ready for a softer suit. Until next time, breathe deep, sip slowly, and keep listening in. Take care of your brave, beautiful self. Thanks for spending a little time with me here on Caffeine and Clarity. If something stirred in you today, let it sit. Let it steep. Clarity has a way of rising when we slow down. Until next time, keep sipping, keep feeling, and keep showing up for your own becoming. I'll see you next week.